I think we're good. Let me adjust my handy dandy Razer Siren mic. Razer Siren mic. Pick one up at your local Best Buy or computer center today. www.razer.com. Just messing with you guys. Anyways, this is vlog number 10. And we're in the seasons of Diablo. Witch Doctor Progress, 675, getting close to 700. Gear's pretty much on point. Need a better Henry's prerequisition because I only got 66% damage and I want that 80%. And, I mean, there's really not much to it. I'm pretty much in a state of just farming for good riffs, or just basically looking for that good riff to do 65. I'm pretty sure I'll get 65 done this week. Then we'll go to 66 because, you know, I'm just slowly moving up the ranks. I'm not too worried about it. I do need to get a Hellfire amulet. And Witch Doctor did do 72. 70, 70, 70, 70. That's just how things are evolving. And if you look at the difference between characters and stuff, 763, I'm almost getting close to 700, so the Paragon is really not much of a difference. We rock pretty much the same gear. I got pretty much the same setup that he does, except he has a Hellfire amulet. Oh, and his gems are 72, so that I might need to get a little bit more hustle on my game to get my gems up closer. But my gems are like around 64, so it's, again, that's not too big of a difference. We both got the same weapon pretty much. Everything else is pretty balanced between us. Like I said, and our Henry's prerequisition is pretty much the same. He's running the Furnace, Grim Reaper, Conventional Elements is what I run. I mean, we run the same exact setup, except the different thing is Bad Medicine, which makes sense because you're always close and you're using zombie bears. Plus, you get rid of the Pierce of Veil. Plus, you have the Confidence Ritual, which is better than Pierce of Veil in this situation. Spirit Vessel, Swampland Attunement, and of course his, let me see, gains the Grave Injustice passive, and I guess that's really important so you can spam your firewall. So that might be something I need to get, you know. But I think I should be able to do 65 and 66, maybe even 67 without Hellfire. I have to look for the, I have to look for a good map with good density and stuff like that. We could actually just take a quick look inside one right now. We'll just take a look at a 65. We'll see how the density is. I've been having pretty bad luck. This is what I pretty much do. I go in, okay, so we got a gold monster, which we want to skip those because those are apparently very terrible. And we got a pretty decent mob here. The only thing that's really going on Diablo besides, you know, fishing for rifts until the end of the season is that yesterday they actually rolled out a pretty big ban wave for the players that use the Hellfire exploit. Now, I don't think it pertains to anybody who actually bought it or anything like that, but I know it's people who use the Hellfire exploit and kind of went a little bit ham on that. If you guys know what the Hellfire exploit is, basically, long story short, when you would break your Hellfire amulet, it will keep the passive equipped, whatever you had it of that necklace, to your character. So let's say, for instance, I had a Hellfire amulet and I was using Gruesome Feast. I die a bunch and then I notice the Hellfire amulet to break. I would keep the passive of the, let's leave this. Well, I would leave the passive of the Gruesome Feast on my character permanently until I repair that necklace. So, the way it works was you would just keep equipping different Hellfire amulet necklaces until you get all the passives you want, which means basically it makes you really super strong. You're only supposed to have 5 passives at a time. Some people are going up to 10, 15, 19 passives. So that was the exploit. If you guys want to see, I have another video titled The Exploit Discussion. A couple videos back from the vlog. I forget what number it was, but I talked more in general about it. So they rolled back a lot of people. The only major people I know that got banned, there was 3 types of ban. I think it was for 54, code 54, code 53, code 52. 54, I think it was permaban for people who spread the knowledge of it, I mean, who actively abused the shit out of it or whatever. The second one was, I think 53. I could be wrong how I got this all set up for the codes, but it was another one where basically you got a 14-day ban. So 2 weeks off from season. And then there was one where you just get a 3-day ban. So it was a 3-day ban, 14-day ban, permaban. I think for the most part, even if you abuse the living shit out of it, I think the most you got was 2 weeks. I could be wrong though. We could actually take a look. Let me take a look at the Blizzard site just to make sure that I'm correct here. Let me see here. Let me see here. As soon as we were able to verify the exploit and identify its underlying cause, actually, let me switch to monitor capture so you guys can see and read along with me. As soon as we were able to verify the exploit and identify the underlying cause, we immediately began working on a fix for PC. This wound up being 2 separate deployments as part of the issue required a patch to resolve. The original hotfix was deployed late evening of September 11, which made the following change to the game. Generated an error if too many passes are active on a character. Added a check for regular removal of surplus passive. The fix technically still permitted the exploit to occur, but for the extremely limited period of time which no longer practical or useful. A fix that fully prevents this exploit from occurring in patch 2.30a, which deployed early today in all regions. From there, we looked into the complexity and impact of the exploit and elected action accounts on a case-by-case basis. 1 of 3 situations applied. Accounts which were found to have used exploits excessively were permanently banned. Okay, so just if you used it a lot, you got permanently banned. This includes users who actively promoted this exploit. So if you were streaming it and showing people off, you would also fall in that category. So that's good. That's permaban. Accounts which were found to have used the exploit to be beneficial but not excessive degree were suspended with warning, which I think is 14 days. Accounts, 14 days in 3-day cases. And then, of course, the accounts were literally utilizing exploit by accident were effectively pardoned, which is understandable. And like I said, the major people that you guys might know that actually ended up getting affected by that was Gabinator. Gabinator, he got banned because he was showing on stream and he was just going off. Plus, I mean, he was averaging like 22 hours a day since the beginning of the season, so we all know what that means, which is probably botting. So, I mean, he needed to go anyway. Dat Mods also got wrecked. He got a 2-week ban. So Dat Mods got a 2-week ban. Gabinator got permabanned, and then, I mean, nothing happened to Al Kaiser, Quinn. They didn't do anything. You know, some other people too. I know certain people, their friends and their people and their clanmates, and certain people got banned. Certain people got 14 days, and you know, the threads are pretty much on Diablo Reddit. If you look here, they have a link towards the top, and everybody's just talking about what's going on. And some people are arguing that it's just bullshit, it's stupid. You know. And you know, people still laugh, la la la, they don't do botting, but I mean, if Blizzard did all this for the Hellfire exploit, I wouldn't be surprised if they came out of nowhere, then all of a sudden just, you know, decided to deal with the bots as well, but they're keeping it hush-hush. I think that's the best way, is not say anything and then come in with the just swiftness and just ban everything at once and then set them back a little bit. I mean, everybody just kind of discusses and stuff like that. They kind of gotten away from naming certain people who got in trouble. They've been closing those threads because I guess they don't want to shame certain people and stuff like that. So that's understandable. So, I mean, yeah, the people who use it a lot got banned. The people who used it to a little bit of advantage, but not to the point of what, you know, excessively, they got about a 2-week ban, and then some people got a 3-day ban. And then people who didn't know about it and it's not their fault, they got pardoned, which is fine. Outside of all that, like I said, people are pushing higher levels. I think I might need to try to set up a group for 70 so I can get my gyms higher level. That would definitely help. But I really think just fishing for the Rift is all I got to do to get 65 and 66 and start pushing upwards clear. I really don't like the Greater Rift system right now. It's pretty terrible. In terms of the mob density and consistency, it's like, if you get like a yellow pack mob, you need to skip it. It's just not worth it. If you get an arcane pack, you need to skip it. If you get too many ghosts or exorcists, you just need to leave the Rift. If you don't get enough mob density, you need to leave the Rift. There's just so many conditions and crazy stuff. Basically, all you're doing is just running until you get that one Rift where everything's on point with the mob density and everything's really going really well. It's more about getting luck. It's like, you know, you're hoping for a furnace drop, but you're doing Rifts, right? Let's say you're hoping for an ancient furnace. And you're just running them and running them. Oh, you got a furnace that's not ancient. And you're just like running and running, and then you get that one ancient furnace. You're like, yeah! And then you look at the stats and it's terrible, and you just rage out because, you know, the Rift Guardian's terrible. It's like you're fishing for like a really super high, nice legendary, except you're doing greater Rift, which is really weird. I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the system. Everybody has to deal with it, but it's still frustrating. I mean, let's be honest. You know, you got 200 keys and you just spamming over and over again until you get a favorable Rift, which doesn't make any sense to me, so hopefully Blizzard does address this in the future, but apparently they like us fishing, which is a little bit weird. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I'll get 65 clear this week. Maybe even 66. Gotta work on the Hellfire amulet, and every day I'm just gonna keep, working on my Paragon a little bit by little bit. I think 1,000 Paragon is more than enough to be able to push top 20 for Witch Doctor this season. Top 10 might be people who push Paragon high, but really, realistically for Witch Doctor, all you need is like a Paragon 1,000. I think would be pretty nice if we finish up top 20, and we still got 3 more months. They fixed some issues with the Helltooth lag, and that's cool. But I mean, seasons kind of seems like it's just the steam is just going down, man. I mean, I've been playing a lot more StarCraft now. What you guys might have been noticing, I've been doing 4 hours of StarCraft, 4 hours of Diablo. I usually do StarCraft in the morning, then I do Diablo in the afternoon, and then I'll alternate the next day. I'll do Diablo in the morning and do StarCraft in the afternoon. But I might start just doing StarCraft in the morning, and then Diablo in the afternoon, because when a lot of people get off work, they like to run groups and stuff, and it works out pretty well for everybody. So if you stop on my stream and you see me playing StarCraft, I'm just getting ready for the new expansion. I don't know if you guys know this, I was predominantly known for StarCraft back in the day when I first started streaming. Search StarCraft 2 Debo Yahtzee, or just search StarCraft 2 Yahtzee. You'll see the video with me going crazy back when I used to do StarCraft. So I'm getting a little bit back into that too, because I like competitive games that don't rely on RNG and silly shit like that. StarCraft is the closest thing. I don't have to worry about teammates on my team that might sabotage me, and I don't have to worry about if I lose in StarCraft. It's 99% of the time it's my fault. It's just my fault. With the 1% chance there might be a map hacker or it might be some lag. So for competitive game, that's what I play, because if I perform well and I do well, then I get rewarded for that. Diablo is just the kind of group community game I like playing, and I like theory crafting and making all the different builds, and I like playing with other people in my community and having a good time, so that's what that's for. And, I mean, that's what's going to be going on, so expect to see 4 hours of Diablo, 4 hours of StarCraft every day. If you guys want to see the StarCraft videos, I could start uploading that and just doing highlights from that. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see that. I think some people will be entertained. StarCraft is always a pretty interesting game, and the expansion's coming out, so it's going to be getting a lot of buzz soon. But, we're still going to keep on with Diablo. Doing a little bit every day and getting the Paragon levels up and just keep pushing, and I still got about 160 keys I got to burn through for GR, so I'll burn through that from doing group runs and things of that nature, and getting the Paragons that way, and then just probably always end the day with Diablo, last 30 minutes just trying to push some 55s and 56s until I get a good rift, and then of course doing the StarCraft stuff. So I mean, that's pretty much all that's going on with seasons. Hopefully when I get to 65 down, I'll record it and I'll talk about it, the 65 and 66, and I'll show you what kind of density I got. Just a matter of time. And so yeah, man, they ban all the people who use the Hellfire exploit, and I tip my hat to Blizzard for doing that and handling your shit. Good job. Hopefully you guys can do the same thing for the botters. Hopefully they get a little bit better class balance next season, because it seems like if you're not a monk or a barbarian, it just seems like you're so fucking far behind. In terms of Paragon and grinding and being in groups, man, they're just so freaking strong. I don't know how Blizzard let that go through, but like I said, man, it is what it is. A lot of people are converting their Witch Doctors, Wizards, DHs, and Crusaders to Barbarians or Monks because they can get more group play, they can get more Paragons, and then they switch back to their other characters when they just want to push some greater rifts after they got a bunch of Paragon, or if they want to gamble some blood shards off. Anywho, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Play legit, play safe, because Blizzard's watching. I think the next thing Blizzard might do is they might ban a lot of the botters as well too. We'll have to wait and see. If you're getting inconsistencies in greater rifts, just don't sweat it, man. It's just a numbers game. Eventually you're going to get that rift that has good density and is perfect. Remember to skip the yellow mobs. Try to make as many try to pull as many monsters together so you can do your damage. And then also, don't be afraid to leave a rift if it looks bad. Don't waste your time. It's just better to get out and jump back in and try another rift. Anywho, I hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys in another 2 days and update again for the vlog, which would be, I think, number 10. No, I think this is 10. Yeah, this is 10, which would be 11 for the next one. Like as I always say, if anything happens majorly in Diablo 3 community, I will update immediately. But, yeah, so, I mean, like I said, a lot of people got banned by the Hellfire exploit. Only people that really got banned that are major is DatMods, 14 days, Gavinator, permabanned. And then I even think DatMods had another account that was already Paragon 1000, so maybe he knew better. Maybe he knew what was coming, I don't know. Or maybe just bought it from a friend. But that's about it, guys, man. See you guys in 2 days. And again, if you guys want to see some StarCraft videos, let me know. I'll upload them. There'll be more stuff for you guys to watch. And they're pretty cool videos. I mean, so I think StarCraft's an entertaining game. But anyways, have a good day. I'm Debo, and I'm out.